on YouTube. Just left the humidor pipe shop, rocking out to a little kind of cheesy classic rock, and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Enjoying some baren's plum cake. I go to the humidor here in Huntsville, and I go to do a little socializing. They got a great lounge that they pretty much just invite anybody to come in and smoke. I think they kind of like the idea of you coming in and buying like a cigar, or something like that. But they've never said anything to me one way or the other as far as like, these are the rules, this is what you have to do. There's no like nobody watching it. They don't really serve drinks or anything like that. You can bring a drink, but they do have a Coke machine. And for those of you in the northern states, down here we refer to all soft drinks as Cokes. If you know what I'm talking about, that's funny. If you don't, you probably think I'm an idiot. You may think I'm an idiot anyway. So, just beating the streets of Huntsville on this Saturday or Sunday afternoon, enjoying a little bit of Adam time. So, Mac Baren plum cake. I paid more than I would online to buy that today. And here is why that is okay. Number one, up until this year, I have not been a fan of tinned tobaccos, mainly because they're more expensive than their bulk counterparts. So, for a long time, one of my main sort of thresholds to buy a quantity of tobacco is that it is available in bulk. I just didn't buy a lot of tins. And this was, in an effort to stock the cellar. So now that my cellar is kind of in a good place, pound-wise, I have started getting a number of tinned tobaccos that are more along the affordable price range. And the reason I have is because tins are, they're easier to cellar, because as long as they're not opened, you don't have to put them in a jar. So, to be honest, some of you guys may have done this math, I myself have not, but the cost of the jars figured into the cost of the bulk tobacco might be offsetting somewhat. I'm not sure. I would have to put the pencil to it, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter anyway, because all this is a hobby. So, but anyway, I've said way too much about that, and I apologize, but I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, I bought this and I paid too much. I paid probably $4 or $5 more than I could have gotten it online. But you know what? And some of that is Alabama state taxes. But that's okay, because I want my brick and mortar, my local shop, to stay open. I want them to make money. They make money off that, I hope. I want them to make their money. That's okay. I mean, for the most part, I will probably do my bulk purchasing online. I have bought pound quantities at the humidor, but really state taxes, I think, are what really separates the price from what I can get it online. So, kind of a touchy subject. But, so I go in occasionally on a Sunday. I'll find a tin that I have maybe never tried, or something I've been looking for, and I'll buy it. I'll just say, okay, here's $20, I'll buy this tin, or here's $15, I'll buy this tin. I'll crack it open there and enjoy a pipe full, and see, hey, is this a candidate that I would want to buy in bulk? And in the case of Mac Baren plum cake, you can buy I think it's a Mylar bag, like a sealed Mylar pound bag, and I think it's about $40. So, just food for thought, just kind of thinking out loud as far as, I try to buy something that would be a cellarable candidate, and that would certainly, I think I'm the only one on YouTube who has never tried, until today, Mac Baren plum cake. So while I'm riding down the road here, sort of babbling, I would like to make a couple of announcements, or a couple of maybe a public service announcement. How this, I don't want to come off preachy, and I sure don't want to do a PSA every time I get on YouTube, but this one really, I feel that this is very much worth mentioning. There is a YouTube guy. Sorry, I was probably putting my hand right in front of my face there. Apologize for that. There's a guy on YouTube. He does excellent cigar reviews, and he does them in, he does probably one or two a week, maybe more. His name is, well, crap, I can't remember what his real name is. He says it in his videos. Maybe Brian? Anyway, he goes by Cigar Obsession, and he also owns cigarobsession.com, and he does all kinds of cigar reviews, all types of gear reviews. They're extremely in-depth, and he pretty much carries the cigar from being lit, his lighting process, all the way through the end of the smoke. Of course, he cuts some of the session out. You can only watch a guy light a cigar so many times, but anyway, he's doing something very interesting. I find very interesting. He is, in addition to his cigar reviews, he is doing a charitable drive. It is called, I believe it's called Cigars for Warriors. But anyway, it's a cigar donation drive. Basically, you just send whatever you want to, whether or not that's like, a few cigars from your humidor, or you can even donate cash, of course. And I believe 100% of this goes to soldiers deployed overseas. I know he specifically has a video about it. I will include that in the puke bucket down below. And I just think that's a great idea. I mean, some of these guys are doing a job out there that a lot of us wouldn't be able to do. May want to do it but aren't doing it. And to have the ability to treat one of these fellows to one of my cigars would be fantastic. So check out cigarobsession.com and check out your humidor and see if there's not a few cigars you can throw in to the donate pile. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in some type of a crush-proof box, or what. I'm sure they have instructions on exactly how to mail that stuff. I'm going to do my best to follow their instruction and send maybe 5 or 6 cigars out there and hope that they land in the hands of somebody that would enjoy them. Or maybe somebody that doesn't know they enjoy cigars, and they, maybe this would make their day. I mean, some of these dudes, I just imagine that they're in harsh conditions out there. No more than I know about the way things work, cigar might be the highlight of the day. And if they were to get a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3, man, that might make their week. Just anything to have a comfort at home. So I think I've said all I need to say about that. And so check out Cigar Obsession, check out his cigar donation project, and just keep that kind of stuff in mind. Lastly, the last thing I want to do is I want to say thank you to Stormwolf133. He's an old pipe buddy from the YouTube days. A few years ago, I think he sort of took a little break from making videos, and he sent me a really cool handmade tamper. I wish I had thought to bring it with me. It is made of a wolf bone. I'll make sure to show it in my next video. It's made of a wolf bone with a 32 ACP shell casing on the bottom, and it's a really neat item. I was really pleased when I got it. He just sort of sent it to me out of the blue. I just wish I'd brought it with me to show off right now, but I don't really have a lot of custom tampers. As a matter of fact, that's pretty much my first custom tamper I've ever gotten. So big thanks to Stormwolf, and I'll make sure to allow it to have a little camera time have had a good weekend. It's been kind of cold around here, and we finally got the sun to peek through and warm up a little bit. It's about 48 degrees right now. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day and try to get ready for Monday, and I hope y'all are able to do the same. So y'all have a good day. We'll talk at you later.